So yesterday we did Chelsea's expectations for next season. We decided what it should be from the Premier League to the Champions League to the Cup competition. And for specifically for Chelsea, their away record was very bad. And we told that next season they have to improve on that. This video is about Liverpool. And today we are going to be listing what Liverpool's expectation for next season is. Again, this is my opinion and my opinion only. This is where I look at it, taking a lot into account what happened last season, taking a lot into account what happens with the signings, which they've made a lot, and potential more players coming in, more specifically someone from my club. Before we get to the expectation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and Liverpool fans, put down in the comments what you would want your own team to win next season. Don't give me this,
it's good to compete.
Barra, you won the league already. You won the league last season. Don't give me this humble gimmick, bro. Don't give me this, you know what? I don't want to do anything. Bro, give me your realistic expectation for next season. So after winning the league last season, and they did it very comfortably, I think last season, no one can deny the fact that Liverpool were the best team in the whole country. That was as simple as that. And now, after adding a lot of players into it, the likes of Kirkus, the likes of Georgie, the likes of Frimpong, which defensively, and now you've got a backup goalkeeper already sorted. Now in the midfield, you've added Wirtz, and now you've added a striker in Ekitike, and potentially you're about to sign a Rodrigo after potentially offloading Luis Diaz. So Liverpool are strengthened very, very good, and to be fair, is not what I expected. I never expected Liverpool to go to the transfer market to spend 200, 250, 300, which to me is the best window from a Liverpool's perspective in a very long time. So heading into next season, I don't think anyone can say otherwise, and even Liverpool fans themselves would agree to it. Next season, the main expectation, the main priority for the Premier League is to do a repeat. You guys must do a back-to-back. Okay, you guys were very close in the past, and that is me being real. You guys were off by 1 point. Pep's City were pretty much there, neck and neck, and they just took in the last game against Aston Villa. But this time around, you guys need to build your own dynasty. You did it last season, and Arne Slot has done it better than what I expected. Let's be real, I'm the same person. Yes, I know. I'm the same person who predicted Arne Slot to be sacked by last December. I was completely wrong. And I put my hands up. I made a video about it on my main channel. You can go check that out. But the fact that Arne Slot regrouped after losing against Paris Saint-Germain, I thought that defeat would maybe impact Liverpool's chances. And also losing against Newcastle in the cup competition. I thought maybe in the league, they'll start bottling, they'll start losing a bit of results. They didn't. They were very convincing, very, very straightforward. They won the league, okay? This season is the same thing. I know City added a lot of players. I know Arsenal added a lot of players. I know Chelsea added a lot of players. And I mentioned it yesterday with Chelsea's expectation. I don't think Chelsea will win the league. I think they'll compete for the league. But the person that should be winning the league should be you guys. And that is as simple as that. I don't care if you're a neutral fan. I don't care if you're a rival fan. I don't care if you're a Liverpool fan yourself. All of you guys have to agree that heading into next season, Liverpool are the heavy favourites to win the league and to retain the league. And I don't think that they are missing anything. They've added the right back after Trent left. They've added the left back that Robertson has pretty much gone into his washed gimmick. They've added a backup goalkeeper. All Liverpool need is Rodrigo and a centre back, a cover, and you have pretty much a team that can fight not just for the Premier League, but on cylinders. Last season, Liverpool were very, very unfortunate. They finished first. They beat so many teams very convincingly. Milan, Leverkusen, Real Madrid. They beat pretty much everyone which they had to beat, and then boom, round of 16, which they should have faced maybe an easy opponent because they finished first in the league phase. They faced Paris Saint-Germain, which at that point was pretty much shown to be one of the most informed teams in Europe, because at that point, start of the year, they kept winning games convincingly by 5, by 6, by 7. So they went up against Paris Saint-Germain. You all know what happened after winning the first leg, which I then thought, you know what, the second leg, they might just continue. The second leg, they lost, went to penalties, and penalties is a 50-50 at the end of the day, and Liverpool pretty much lost. Then, I don't think anyone could have predicted at that point that Paris Saint-Germain would beat Liverpool, because at that point, especially around February and March time, Liverpool were pretty much the undisputed best team in the world, and Paris Saint-Germain was coming up to be one of the best teams in the world. So no one predicted Liverpool to lose against Paris Saint-Germain, especially so early in the round of 16, and after winning the first leg, which to be fair, they should have never won, but still, that's not the point. For next season, the expectation for Liverpool Liverpool is to do way better than last season. Listen, Champions League, with the league phase, with the group stages, with who you get in the round of 16 quarterfinals, it comes down to luck. It comes down to placement. It comes down to who's done well and who's, you know what, just unfortunate positioning, yeah? For Liverpool next season, I don't care about luck. For Liverpool next season, even if you get a Paris Saint-Germain, which I don't think you will, even if you get a better team than what you should be getting if you finish first, that's not the point. You should be doing way better than round of 16. For next season, I expect Liverpool to pretty much compete for the Champions League. Listen, in the Champions League, I look at a couple of teams that should be fighting for the Champions League. I don't think my team would be fighting for the Champions League. I think we would, of course, Real Madrid, the heritage, everything about us, we'll always fight for the Champions League. But I think there is 3 teams above us that are more favourite to win the Champions League than Real Madrid. And those 3 teams are Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, and Liverpool. Liverpool should be competing for the Champions League the same way they're competing for the Premier League. But the good thing about Liverpool this season is they've added a lot more depth compared to last season. This is why I feel like a priority for Liverpool this season is to sign a midfielder, because come February time, come March time, the likes of Alexis, the likes of Gravenberch, 2 players, you looked at them and they looked exhausted against Paris Saint-Germain. They were outrun completely and they took advantage of that. For next season, Liverpool can't make that mistake where they play Gravenberch, they play Alexis 90 minutes every single game. For next season, depth is very important. I don't think Arne Slot was smart with this rotation second part of the season, which is why this season needs to be very careful, especially when it comes to crunch time and knockout stage in the Champions League. But other than that, I do still think Liverpool will compete for the Champions League. If I was a Liverpool fan, my expectation for the Champions League would be semi-final. Semi-final as a bar minimum. You should be reaching the semi-final. I expected Chelsea to reach the quarter-final. You guys are a better team, and I don't see why not. You guys are, for me, top 3 favourites to win the Champions League. Surely you should be aiming to reach the semi-final. Yes, I know it comes down to unluckiness with the draws. You might get Paris Saint-Germain in the quarterfinals. You might get Barcelona in the quarterfinals, but that's not the point. The point is that I still expect you, and I see you guys in the semi-finals as a bar minimum. I think you guys reach the final, but a semi-final should be a priority for next season. And last but not least, the cup competition. Last season, we know what happened. Liverpool lost against Newcastle. Newcastle ended their long drought of not winning a trophy against Liverpool in the League Cup and also the FA Cup. They lost a shock result. A result which no one expected against Plymouth in the 4th round of the FA Cup. For next season, Liverpool needs to make it a priority to win at least one of the cup competition. I don't care which one it is. It can be the FA Cup. It can be the League Cup. I want Liverpool to learn from Pep City. What I mean by that is that Pep, when he went through his dynasty of winning 4 in a row, winning 5 and 6, he always managed to win either the League Cup, pretty much did it 4 years in a row, or the FA Cup, which I think he won 2 or 3 times. I want Liverpool to get to that level, yeah, where they can win the Premier League, but at the same time, they can at least guarantee a cup competition there and there. I want you guys to leave the end of the season having 2 trophies under your belt. Why is it that the league should be the main priority? I see so many teams make the mistake that when it comes to the FA Cup, when it comes to the League Cup, especially the early rounds here, they start just saying and making excuses. You know what? Let's just rest our players. Let's just play players that we don't play before. Why? Bro, you still have to win. This is still a trophy for you to win. This is still a cup for you to win. Why is it that you are prepared just to let it go because you want to concentrate for the Premier League? You can still do it, Premier League and the FA Cup or the League Cup. Why are you prepared just to let it go because you want to rest players, because you've got bigger things to come? Bro, the aim is to win every single trophy in every single tournament that you're part of. Why is there so many teams, especially the big teams, outside of City? I see so many times, Arsenal, for example, they always say, we don't care about the cups, we care about the league. You don't win the league. You're not winning the league, bro. So clearly, you should be caring about the cups. You know what I mean? So for Liverpool next season, winning a cup should be a priority. So for Liverpool next season, I want them to win the league. And that, for me, is my expectation towards them. I've got Liverpool winning the league as of right now, by the way. As of right now, filming this still in July, I still haven't seen any other signings from any other club. I will be making my predictions of 1 to 20 before the season starts, maybe a week before. But as of right now in July, I've got Liverpool winning the league. This is my expectation. I expect them to do a back-to-back for the first time in a very long time, especially not in the Premier League era. For the Champions League, I expect them to compete for it. I do expect them to go far in it. And for me, my expectation for Liverpool for next season should be a bar minimum of a semi-final. final. I don't want to see a round of 16. Liverpool fans, I don't want to see a round of 16. Don't be making no excuses. You know what, Faisal? We might get Barcelona in the quarterfinals, and that is just unfortunate. I don't care if it's unfortunate. It happened last year against Paris Saint-Germain, and I was like, you know what? That wasn't fair. You man finished first, you got Paris Saint-Germain. But next season, you guys now know the regime. You guys now know how the league phase works. I don't care if you finish first. I don't care if you finish 15th and go through the playoffs. I still need you guys to be in the semi-finals of the Champions League, because the top 4 teams in the Champions League, you guys should be one of them. And most importantly, for the cup competition, for the domestic cups, I want you guys to win at least one of them. I said the same thing about Chelsea, because I think Chelsea should be aiming to be one of those teams that every season they should be winning a cup. The same thing goes to you guys. I want you guys to win the cup. I don't care who wins it. Between you, Chelsea, Arsenal, I might have the same expectation for Arsenal, Chelsea, but as a fan base and as a club heading into next season, winning a competition should be the bar minimum, in my personal opinion. So put down in the comments what you Liverpool fans are expecting for next season. Be honest. Be very, very honest. Don't give me this humble gimmick and say, you know what, we're happy to compete. We're happy to be part of it. No. Be honest. I want you guys to tell me what you guys really want. Do you guys think winning the league is realistic? Which I think it is. Do you guys think reaching the semi-finals, the Champions League, is realistic? Which I think it is. Do you guys think winning a cup competition is realistic? Which I think it is. So put down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Peace.